Namaste, my galactic family. This is Angel Hassim, Mohrephoh from Minozori. Pleiadian consciousness here for you. My galactic family, let's explore the knowing of your awareness to such a perspective, my galactic family, that you finally will understand and know exactly why things happen the way they happen. You went through so many tests, turbulations, different scenarios in your life. You probably wondering, sometimes you're scratching your head, that was not me. What I went through, it feels like that was not you. Like what I was thinking, or how I can, you can even imagine yourself going through the same thing again. What does that tell you, my galactic family? What does that tell you? When you have a frequency of knowing what I just mentioned, that you are like, I know I went through this, but there's no way I will go through that again. And that's the frequency when you're not tired of all the tests. That's not the energy when you're like, I'm so tired of everything. It's like, when is it going to end, It's not that frequency. I know you are very close to that frequency, like you are like, no more, no more. I'm done, no more. I know. I've been there, my galactic family. I went through the same scenarios, what you went through. And you were like inch away from telling yourself, I'm done. It's it's when it's gonna end, But know this, my galactic family, by you realizing, sit and meditate and contemplate on the things I will tell you now, my galactic family. Go through, what do you remember since birth? What you went through, my galactic family? The good and not so good. And pinpoint the polarities between what happened good in your life, what was the best scenarios in your life, and those so you can call not so good. Like there's no way nobody could pay me to go what I went through before. You are on that awareness, consciousness right now. And that is beautiful. Because those who are still, hypnotized by the matrix, they don't have that awareness. They think it's reality. They think it's the way it is. It's life itself. That's how it's supposed to be. They don't know it's only experience. And when you are conscious of the experience, you can change when you're only looking on something. You cannot change something, it's invisible. You have to see it. And now you see it. And that's the difference between awaken and not awaken. Even those who are still, in hypnosis by the system, they can have a contemplation what they went through. But they don't view as something, no matter what, it will never happen, because this was only a test. Everything is a test. Look through all Pleiadian Mohrephoh films on 6 different YouTube channels. Just type Pleiadian Mohrephoh number you want. And there you go, my galactic family. The big dots is what I'm giving you. A big dots, my galactic family. Earth angels came here to give you such a big dot, and we know exactly how to connect, because we went through the same thing as you went through. That's why we know how to deliver the message to you. That's why a lot of you, chosen ones, you went through so many turbulations, but look at you now. so powerful. Even if sometimes you can hold your emotions. Good, let it go, let it go. It will come shortly, a time in your life when you're going to be so tired of jumping your frequencies, your emotions, that you're going to be in balance, my galactic family. You're going to be in total balance. Because you went through that emotional state so many times that you realize, I don't want this anymore. And that's the conscious awareness. When you know you're done with something, you're becoming overwhelming over that situation. You overwhelm that scenario with your consciousness, that you went through this so many times, you don't want it anymore. It's like you're done. You're tired of those emotions, of jumping emotions. And the secret, my galactic family, the true secret to have that balance, to be so conscious at every moment how grateful you are for everything, everything. The good and not so good, everything. You being so grateful for even those scenarios. Even if they pay you, you will never want to do nothing with those experiences anymore. And why I'm still holding to those vibrations, because if you're still holding something from the past, anything will trigger you. Anybody could trigger you at any time. That's how you know you're still connected to that scenario. By being always grateful, always talk to yourself. You wake up, I'm grateful. Before you fall asleep, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I am grateful. Keep repeating that so many times, you actually will talk yourself to it. It works with everything. I am a millionaire. Keep saying to yourself so many times until your mind will actually know you're not believing this, you are this, and suddenly you are a true multimillionaire. Works with everything like this. I am grateful for everything. I am grateful for everything. I am grateful for everything. And the same scenarios will pop up to you. And in the moment where you're about to be triggered, I am grateful. And you will see in that second, in that moment, you will know how powerful your words are. And this is the tipping point we're talking about here, my galactic family. That's the tipping point of your conscious awareness. Tipping point. Do you know what I'm saying to you, my galactic family? In the moment when you were about to be triggered, you went through that scenario so many times, my galactic family. So many times. But now, my galactic family, if the same scenario will come to you, or those scenarios, before they even will come to you, before they will materialize through someone or something, you know it's coming. You're already ready, you're prepared. You have to slow down the process of your thinking to be more powerful with your creation. That's why prostration is very, very important. Because you are present in a moment after prostration, grounding, putting your head to the floor like a Muslim prayer. But everybody in every major religion is doing that. So just Google it, my galactic family. Those who follow my films, they know exactly what I'm saying. But I am giving you conscious recognition of the tipping point. Because why? It's always the same scenario, and always I'm trying to be conscious. I'm doing everything, and always it's like coming to me. It's always I get triggered. That's what you're thinking. You always get triggered, no matter you know it's gonna come, and you still it's like you. What happened? What happens? My Galactic family, listen to me. Before anything occurs, be so grateful that the people and the situations and scenarios will be overwhelmed by your frequency of gratefulness. And even if they want to come to you and trigger you, it's going to be so gentle that they actually will fear, they will be scared of attacking your frequency. Because they know on that level, if you will get triggered, the reflection will be severe. And they know it. Why they know it? It's the energy. It's this higher consciousness knows about this. And it's protection for each individual. The one triggering and the one that gets triggered. Know that those two beings are connected to the one prime creator. This is only reflections. Creations are reflections of each other. That's the experience and extension of the universes. So be so grateful, my galactic family. I know it's going to be good days and not so good days. I know you're going to have like drinking coffee in the morning and you're not feeling in the mood, you know. I am grateful. I am grateful. This is so powerful, my galactic family. When you used a tipping point in power of paradox, contemplation mode, power of paradox, that's when you stop the trigger. That's when you shutting off the engine of that trigger. It's that simple, my galactic family. Even if you have a day like you don't want to do nothing, and anybody will trigger me, they will do it. That's what you're thinking, because you are on that frequency. But even on that negative frequency, because you don't have such a good day, for example, good morning, keep repeating, I am grateful, I am grateful. And this is going to be your shield. And the triggers will come. You will realize, my galactic family, this, after even being in a bad mood, for example, and you keep repeating, I am grateful, and any scenario comes to you, you'll be like, how I ever could respond to that trigger? It is nothing. On that frequency of I am grateful for everything and everyone. Now, I am grateful for everything, everyone. I am grateful for everything and everyone. You realize, my galactic family, how powerful you are, and you always been. But you only see this, your power, in your thoughts, in your words, in your actions, when you do power of paradox. When you meet your creation in the sphere of influence, creation, between those lines, when you are locked in between those lines, you are completely conscious outside of three-dimensional frequency. You see where we're coming with this, my galactic family? You are in a bubble or outside the bubble. But when you come and being focused in the tipping point of power of paradox, I know I'm about to get triggered, but it's what? It's nothing. It's not. You don't feel it. You don't connect to it. Nothing can trigger you no more. You are completely free. There's no pull. Nothing. How is that possible? I've done it so many times, and I am grateful so many times. It didn't work because you are not conscious of it when you were doing it. You went through automatic mode, if you will. Like you were playing with this, like it's you just unconsciously trying to lock into that frequency between the bubbles of sphere of influence. But when you're doing this consciously, you invite the triggers. You want to be a supermaster? Those triggers, invite them in. Feel so confident and so powerful that you actually, I am allowing to enter my space all the old triggers who are triggering me. I am ready for you. You can come to me now because I am so grateful that I will not even gonna feel you. You will actually see a different scenario in the tipping point. That's when you truly jump per realities consciously, and you do miracles. And then you realize, wow, I was always this powerful. When you connect your words with your consciousness, because you have to know 97% of things in three-dimensional reality, we usually speak out of programs. We are already programmed. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? It's a program. Your dialogues, whatever you always mention. You notice that you a lot of times always mention something, and the other person is mentioning always something else, but the same thing. And it's 3%. 3%. It's your consciousness. 97, you run on a programming, and through those programs you try to manifest things in your life. To being in a 0 point frequency of your core self is by putting those 3%. Have faith as a master seed, yes, as mentioned, and that's the 3%. But Angela Asim, I did that before and it still didn't work. Yeah, keep doing that. You're overriding the old programming. Everybody have different layers of programming in their mind. How many books you read, how many college degrees you had, or what have you, It's all programming. You override it. My galactic family. I am grateful. I am healthy. I am millionaire. I am smart. I am light. I am love. Keep saying that. If those the same words worked on the moment you about to be triggered and helped you in that moment, because you put those 3%, not 97, those 3% of your consciousness to it, you are fully aware of that scenario, and you are grateful, and you're grateful for everything. You dismiss that frequency. It's no more there. But by this, you know how powerful impact you have on your reality. You only think you are not powerful. Like the wind is blowing, like willy-nilly, yeah. Wind goes right and left, and you controlling everything, my galactic family. Everything. You are controlling everything. So you will know all of those triggers who came to you, and you didn't even connect with them. It didn't bother you anymore. They will keep trying to do that a few times, but they will know, unconsciously, their frequency will know that you are immune to it. It's like it doesn't bother you anymore. It's like it's nothing. It's completely. It's like it's dismissed from your consciousness reality. That's why it doesn't trigger you anymore, because you are between the bubbles. You're putting your awareness between the bubble sphere of influence and per realities. Like you are in the bubble and on the edge of the bubble and outside of the bubble. And that's what we're talking about, my galactic family. And later on, you will see that no matter who will come to you, those who love you, those who hate you, those who want to trigger you, those who want to, just give you a hug, you will see that they're all the same frequency. They just have a different point of view. You don't see it as an evil anymore. Even if those they hate me, but you're so neutral because you are in the bubble, you are in the edge of the bubble, between the bubbles and outside of the bubble. And now with that conscious awareness, you're looking at that person and you're like, you are even more grateful because how much more conscious you are. And he is reminding you, his mirror is reminding you how conscious aware you are compared to him. How awake and powerful you are. And actually, by being grateful, you feel sorry for that person. But sending him blessings that it's coming. You're going to wake up as well. Those who trigger you, they're going to wake up as well. So see, it's in a way a deep subject, but the way we earth angels, we give it to you, you see how simple it is? Is that simple? Keep saying those positive things. Be conscious of those, because a lot of times you're doing something and you lose your train of thought, and before you know it, you're like, what timeline I am in? Like why I'm thinking about this, why I'm thinking about that, why I'm even going here with my mind. It will vanish, my galactic family. It will vanish. Be always in those 3%. Being conscious. Because 97, those are programs, just they're all programs. But imagine how powerful you are, that you're using only 3% of your consciousness, for example, in this three-dimensional reality, but you're using it fully. You see the difference? You're only using 3, but 3 you are using to the fullest. There's no fat, just meat, there's no rust, just pure metal. You see where I'm coming with this, my galactic family? It's like you're using those 3% in the highest, best frequency possible. And that's when the biggest jump is coming. The solar flash, my galactic family, is because of there will come a point when the consciousness of mankind will be in such a tipping point that in a one moment of crossing that line, that's when the reflection, the sun, must burst the frequency. Because individuality, every individual, my galactic family, it's on their path to waking up in a way, yes. But we all connected as a hive to the grid of consciousness with Gaia. So this last brother or last sister who will actually tip the point of the whole dimension. And that's when the solar flash will come. And that's when we're going to jump. And that's when it's going to start to occur to you that you're home. You've always been home. There was just a state of mind. So imagine how powerful you are. That was only your state of mind that you created this three-dimensional experience in the first place. And in 5D, you wow, I am that powerful. Wow, if I could create this, imagine what you're going to create now. Heaven on earth. I love you, my galactic family. I am a renegade member of Family of Light Systems Buster, available for altering systems of consciousness within free will universe on call. I love you, my galactic family. Namaste.